Nice.
We're
We
in.
are officially here. I'm going to do 1 year. All right. Today's guest is Justin. What's your last name, Justin? Derouin, that's right. Justin and Anders Potter.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, my dudes?
What's up?
Yeah. I feel like I almost have to start this off and kind of give backstory. Justin, been starting to hang out with us. How long has it been now? It's been at least a year and a half, right?
At least a couple years.
It has been,
At least
yeah.
a couple years, because I've been skating the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And then I broke my ankle, so that took me out for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
But I've always been around.
Yeah, so
So,
Justin
yeah.
kind of came into the scene again, or there's we crossed paths with All I Need and Justin. And Anders has been down for years now. Dude, I was
Yeah.
going back through the vlogs and you were mad little in some of them. Like the one at your house.
My long ass hair.
Oh yeah, you used to have the long Josh Casper hair. Do you remember
Yeah.
Josh Casper? Pro skater for blind. Do you remember Josh?
If I saw him.
Yeah,
probably.
I remember him.
Yeah. He used to have that like Children of the Corn, like long blonde serial killer, Swedish.
Doesn't one of like the Derouin brothers have it, like Dallin or Keenan or something? I feel
Probably.
like they both got the long. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Keenan, I think. Or maybe they both do, yeah. But yeah, so Justin has gotten involved with All I Need, and Andrew's been down, and we've been going out filming and making vlogs, and and then we started doing some traveling, doing some trips, and Justin got involved, and so today we're kind of linking up because these boys just got back from Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now that I filled you in a little bit, we've been crushing it locally, all this stuff. I think it was Anders' idea, right? Was it your idea for the Phoenix Am?
Sam. I think
Yeah.
that was more.
Who sparked the idea?
Because there was that Red Bull Terminal takeover.
Yeah.
And then the Phoenix Am.
The Maryland Am too. You guys did that before.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Jensen was kind of like, oh, like we should do this as like the biggest contest. And at first I was kind of like, yeah, like that's pretty gnarly. Like we'll see. That'll be like a lot, just like flights and all that. But
Yeah. It's flying across the country basically.
he
And you need a hotel, you need a car,
Yeah.
you need entry
Yeah.
fee, you need per diem for food.
money for Staples.
Yeah. Yeah, Staples.
We'll get into that.
That's a little later down the rabbit hole. So Jensen brought up the idea.
Mhm.
Oh, it's both your first time on the podcast too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Welcome. We're breaking your podcast cherry. Cheer, 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 cheer. That sounds so gross. All right. We're going to jump around a little bit till we get into the Phoenix story. But
All right.
how old are you now, Anders?
17.
Dang, dude. You've become a man now.
Yep.
You're almost a fucking adult, dude.
I'm almost getting tattoos, man.
Close. Yeah. What's that tattoo? You're right before we got going. You were talking about tattoos.
I
What's
don't
your idea?
know. I gotta like put some more thought in it.
Can I suggest something?
Of course.
How about I love mom? I heart
The
mom.
dude with the arrow going through it.
Oh, I don't know.
Like the heart and then.
Because
the
that's like
arrow.
Cupid. Like I love. That's like
Yeah,
girlfriend,
that's a
boyfriend.
little weird.
You just want I heart mom. That's like traditional
Got you.
sailor tattoo. What do you have? You got an idea
I
for
don't
the
know.
first one?
Dude, I feel like.
You're on the spot, but like just throw something
Dude,
out
it's
there.
so like
Purple
cliche, but
unicorn?
like, dude, the Cobra from Cobra Kai, I feel like would be pretty badass. Because Jensen's got like the snake tattoo.
That's
Jensen's
a-
got some nice tattoos, but
Yeah.
tattoos. But
That's right. You were
I don't
saying
know.
Cobra Kai.
He kind of mentioned it on the trip. He was talking about it. It was like I think it was a spot. 'Cause it's like they have the tattoo parlor down there. At
Yeah.
the skate
Oh,
park.
Oh, and
So like, when
Phoenix.
you go down there, it's like because I was thinking about it, it's like if you guys say I'll get it.
In Phoenix or
well, no, it was in Tampa,
Florida?
But like,
I suggested
yeah.
every trip we do, we get like a group tattoo. Like for Phoenix, it would be like a cactus,
Yeah.
or like for like you know what I mean. I feel like it kind of have to
it's
start.
not a
at
bad
18,
idea.
but I feel like just like something little, like a just something little.
Yeah.
Tampa,
So,
get
oh
the
yeah, because in
sunshine.
Florida they have the free tattoo set up, but you have to get a skate
What?
park at Tampa tattoo.
yeah, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, I have
like
one. Do I have one? No, I got this one. One year they gave out a free, I think it was Skate and Destroy
Yeah.
Thrasher, or maybe that was from King of the Road. But I know Tampa does that during the contest, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a souvenir though. Like you think of it, you go traveling these different places, you could pick something up,
Yeah.
even though it's something permanent, but it's still pretty sick.
I mean,
It's a good story to have. I feel
I mean, as long as you're not getting it on your face, and
Yeah.
if you want to live your life, but but not everybody needs a face tat.
like. Yeah.
But you could always get it like on your chest or something. Like if I could just look back at it. All my tattoos are kind of like that, memories. I got initials of people I care about because I was like, I'll never regret that. Like I don't
Yeah.
even like it's just cool. You know, it started when my father passed, and then Skate and Destroy skateboarding. It's like once you like tattoos, you're in. You know,
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of how many you get and where you get them. Really, at that point, you know.
Yeah, I feel like Cobra Kai too. That's always like.
You
Like
seem
the
a little
karate-
embarrassed about it. Is it because it's a movie or something?
Like it's because I'm like half joking almost, but at the
Oh.
same time, it's like because I feel like
If you got a small, no, you should get that cactus. Well, you got to go back to Arizona.
yeah, but it's like the morals of Cobra Kai. Like you want something in life, you gotta go get it. Like you gotta be a badass. You gotta just go like you know
Weren't
what I
they
mean?
the villains though?
Yeah, but it's like it's just badass and cool almost. You know, it's like
In the new version, is that what you're talking about? The new.
yeah, a little bit.
Because the old one, Daniel-san went against Cobra Kai, right?
Yeah, but
and they were sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the
I
leg.
could get sweep the leg on my bicep. That'd be pretty cool.
Dude.
Yeah, I gotta put some more thought into it for sure.
The thing
But-
that stops people from getting a lot of tattoos is money too. Eventually, it gets really expensive.
If you get Jensen got one from like an apprenticeship, right? And it was like free or something. He
Oh
was
yeah,
telling
if
me.
you know a homie. Yeah, Jacob did some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the guitar, I think, on his
Mhm.
forearm.
That's sick.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
And he has the snake.
Mm-hmm.
My sister gave me some of these when she was learning. They came out fine. They're sketchy. They're not like, pro level at that point, but
Yeah,
sometimes
I know some kids at my school that do like the stick and pokes. You know what I mean? Just
Yep.
like little ones on like their fingers and stuff.
Here, pull the mic down a little bit in towards your mouth. It sounds fine. I just can't see your face as much. There we
Right
go.
here. All right.
Perfect.
Oh, that does sound better a little bit though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. What about you, Justin? You got any tattoos?
No, I don't have any tattoos.
And you taking Anders up on any of these? You
Sure.
thinking
We
about
gotta
it?
change
Yeah.
that, man.
If I go on a trip with you, I'll get it.
Next trip when I'm 18, we can all like get like group.
It's
like,
got to be a
something
trip
little,
or like where we go somewhere though, not like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
around New England.
just like a like
further
a
out.
contest or like
Yeah.
yeah.
or no, it doesn't have to be a contest. Street skating,
Street.
filming mission
There we go.
to somewhere, Barcelona or something. That's the dream. I've been watching so many videos from overseas. Found a YouTube rabbit hole. All the spots look so sick.
Damn, New York. That one would be pretty sick to check out.
Yep.
Justin threw that up.
Yeah.
Like,
But you don't need. I don't know if you need. I guess you could get a tattoo from New York, or in New York.
what would be like good? What's it? An apple maybe? New York apple.
Big Apple, or NYC. I feel like you guys save the tattoos for like the heavy trips.
Yeah,
Phoenix is like across the country,
yeah, I feel that.
How long were you guys in Phoenix for, Justin?
Thursday to
Left
Monday morning.
What was
yeah.
your lead up to this?
my lead up.
Yeah,
What
because
do you mean?
Justin was taking the lead on team manager duties.
Oh, just
Because
yeah.
he was organizing and doing figuring out the tickets and all the stuff.
It was like a month beforehand, kind of like, because you got to figure out what you need, and then just slowly make purchases. Like
Yeah.
when I get some money, you purchase the car 1 week, then the next week you figure out where you want to go,
Yeah.
and just kind of like you slowly make progress on it,
Mhm.
and then just double check everything that you do. So
Did you
everything,
think you did enough prepping?
yeah,
or-
everything went smooth. It was a perfect trip.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
When'd you guys leave?
Monday at fucking like 2
yeah.
in the morning.
It was 6:00 in the morning. So
This
I,
is like 2 weeks, like a weekend ago, right?
yeah.
yeah.
Jensen just pulled an all nighter the night before, like, 'cause
What?
you picked him up at like 2, right?
Yeah, he couldn't sleep, I guess. So
Jensen just stayed up.
He's
Yeah,
like,
that's what
fuck
he
it.
was
He's
saying.
like, I'm just gonna sleep on the plane. I was like, dude, I get in the car and his fucking seat is like put all the way back. I can't even like get in the car. I'm
Jacob?
like, yeah. I'm like,
He was
dude.
prima donna.
He was like just passed out.
Oh, he's tired.
Yeah, so funny.
That's hilarious.
And then when we got back from the airport too, it like the seat was still down, so it looked like when like those chicks like hook up and it's like the seats are still down. So that's what it looked like in Justin's car still.
yeah, I think it is.
It was just a
I
funny
cleaned it up
like
the other day.
yeah, it was just like a funny like thing that happened, but yeah.
Everyone, what time did you guys leave for the airport?
So I got up about like 2:30, or maybe I picked Jensen. I got up earlier than that, maybe 2:00. I picked up Jensen 2:30, and then I got to Andrew's house about 3:30.
You drove your own car and just
Yeah,
parked
just-
at the airport?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and from Andrew's house it was like 45 minutes to the airport.
Out of Boston?
But I
He,
was
he
like-
made it in like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
I was crushing the drive.
Dude, since
What are you
it's
doing,
like
90?
dude, since it's
Crushing
like
the drive is a nice way of saying speeding. Speeding.
since it's like so early and like no one's out. I live in like back roads of Massachusetts and there's like still
Oh,
like
yeah.
stoplights and all that and like it's like the light's red and we're just looking around and there's fucking no one and just like fuck this, we're getting to the airport.
I'd do that.
Yeah, it was
if
funny.
it's if it's empty out late enough, no one's around, you're running those red lights.
Yeah, I mean,
That's hilarious.
yeah.
That's cool. Make it to the airport. I saw the vlog. You guys, Jensen put up a vlog, and you guys were just
You got the
harassing.
massage, the
Not you
massage
guys.
chair.
I feel like it was Anders and Justin. Anders and Jensen are just harassing people, random people at the airport. You just became friends with everyone on the flight,
Bro,
huh?
that dude, oh my god. So,
That was hilarious.
dude, Jensen talked, oh my god, dude.
He seemed like he was just making friends with everyone. Was he Forrest Gumping, just telling his life
Bro.
story to everyone?
Someone did that to him.
Oh, that happens.
Lauren or so. All right, so he talked whoever's ear off he was on the plane for. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's a talker, right? So he sits next to this like 30-year-old chick, right? And dude, he's telling me after, he's like, "Damn, that chick is like going through a divorce, and she just said fuck it and went to Arizona for like a world-class spa for the weekend."
Wow.
And she told him like the whole life story of like the breakup and like everything. She showed him like text messages, and I'm looking back and I'm seeing this. I'm like, why do you do this, bro? Like,
That's crazy.
it
Yeah,
was so
people.
funny.
It was like people overshare at the airports. You know, on
Jensen can
airplanes.
talk to anyone, bro. He'll be talking to them for like 30 minutes, for the whole.
It's because
plane.
he's not intimidating.
Yeah.
He's not like a big
It's good though,
overpowering
yeah.
dude, and he's just got like a friendly demeanor. So
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, talk to that fucking
Yeah,
guy."
yeah. And then dude, our flight attendant too, Dr. Simone or
Shout
something.
out, shout out.
Shout out. Dude, she like followed the channel or something.
Yeah, she did. She
Yeah, yeah.
followed us, and I think she might have messaged like, "I just met you guys at the airport" or something. And then I seen you guys talking about
She
her.
was so cool, yeah.
She was a flight attendant, right?
Yeah, so she's a flight attendant by day and like an IT or engineering course by night. She
Dang.
like finances. She teaches kids how to like manage money who've like written books and are like loaded, but their school like takes the money or something.
Yeah.
She talked. So
Personal finance.
yeah, we're jokingly like, "Oh, you want to be in the vlog? Like we're making a video." And she's like, "Yeah, of course." And we started. She's like, "Oh, one sec, honey," and she like puts down Jacob's hand, and then she talks about this course for like a half hour, and she's like, "Dude, like she kills it. Like
Yeah.
she's teaching like all these classes." And then Jensen kept asking her for more of those like Biscoff cookies.
Oh shit.
And she's like, "Tell me something positive, honey." So she was funny. She was awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She was a very open person as well.
Yeah. She was awesome.
She's in the vlog.
She could
while
have fit
she's
in with the
working.
trip, bro. She
Yeah.
could have tagged along and been fine.
She was fully down. It was weird watching that, like the video of you guys at the airport, because I'm like, it's changed so much. People are just used to cameras and people talking and vlogging and doing stuff. It's
The
crazy.
dude was like,
people are
"Oh."
just down to go along.
Dude was like, "Oh, do a tray flip for $5," and I don't think he think we could or something. So we're like setting up. He's like, "I'm kidding. I'll get fired. Chill."
Yeah, the
and then
dude
we were like,
working.
"All right."
He's working. He's on the job. That was same with the girl, the lady, the
Yeah, yeah.
stewardess,
Yeah.
Simone. What a
Dr.
legend.
Simone.
What time did you guys end up in Phoenix? Get an early start, Justin?
We time traveled.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh, because of
east,
time
east
difference?
to west.
Yeah.
I think they're like 3 hours behind.
Yep.
So I think we got there like 11 o'clock
Afternoon?
in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
We're
yeah.
all
So,
like
like,
about to eat dinner or lunch, and it's like 9 in the morning. We're like, "Oh shit, dude!" Like,
Oh, you guys are like screwed up.
yeah,
3 hours is a bit
We-
different.
dude, we slept like 13 hours the first night.
It's kind of sick though, because it's more
Yeah.
time for us to go out and do stuff. Because we went right to the park, and then we went right to another
Surprise.
park.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was like,
yeah, we went to Desert West, and it was fucking closed. They're still setting it up.
Yeah.
and
Is that the park the contest
Yeah,
is
yeah,
at?
yeah. And like this whole place is set up, and like, no one's there. You know what I mean? But the park's like open, and like there's some people walking around with like Red Bulls, and are just.
How many days early were you for it?
We came before the practice day.
Okay.
yeah, it was Thursday, and then I think practice was Saturday or Friday.
It was Friday. Yeah.
Friday, and then Saturday was the event.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Desert West. You guys
Yeah.
are there, and it's ghost town.
yeah.
Any tumbleweeds?
No, I didn't see any. Saw some cactuses though.
Yeah.
That was
some-
sick.
Did you see any of the big ones with the arms and
Nah.
stuff? Some big ones out there.
But yeah. So. Oh shoot! What was I gonna say? Yeah, so we get there and there's like the Red Bull people setting up their tents and everything, and they have like those like all those like cars and stuff, and there's like it's like popping there, but they're like setting up like a trade show almost.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I
set
mean?
up
Like,
all
they
the
have all the
tents
events.
and
Mhm.
everything. And do they set up bleachers, or is there bleachers there, like stands?
It's like they were kind of already there. No, they were setting some up. It's like they have the stands ready, but you had to get like bleachers in there.
Yeah, that contest has been going on for like 20 years or
20-something,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's been a pretty strong year. I guess during the event, I heard a couple people talk about like how the park has been in like the best shape it's been in a long time.
Yeah.
Like we could go there and you could like you could tell that like the paint was fresh and it looked like it was pretty maintained, even though it was a outdoor park.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's in the desert, so it's just like it's not getting all the rain and winter and snow and shit. Although it does probably get rain, but it's mostly just dry.
Yeah.
Cowtown skate shop
It was like
throws a contest.
your grip would get kind of like fucked up just because all the sand, but it like
Yeah.
wouldn't affect you because it was so dry. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was like the park was like mad slippery, even though it was just straight concrete. And
Yeah.
I think it was because like the mini sand particles and all that.
Yeah, it adds a little element.
It wasn't
to
even on like the new painted parts. It was like just a flat concrete. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But,
That's cool. So you showed up. They're setting up, checking out the park.
and we're like, can we skate? They're like, no. So we're like, all right. So we went to my buddy Quinn Harbin.
Shout out.
He rips. He
Quinn? Where's
yeah,
Quinn from?
Virginia, I think.
Nice.
And you know him. He's with my other homie Crawford.
Yeah.
They're like good homies, but dude,
What's Crawford's last name?
Ward, I think.
Ward. Nice.
Dude, he like ruptured his spleen though snowboarding. He's doing a double backflip and he couldn't make it. He's
Is that
good
bad?
now though.
Yeah.
He's good. He's like all fine now.
Is
but
the spleen scary if you rupture it? Imagine.
I don't know. I don't know. I texted Quinn and he's like, yeah, he's fine. Like he ruptured his spleen, but he's fine.
What were you gonna say about your homie though? You're at the park and then you need to get.
Oh,
did he
he
suggest
texted-
the other park?
Yeah, he texted us. It was this park, surprise or surprise. I think it's just surprise.
No, it was surprise.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw the thing.
And then yeah, so we just went there. Did we get there? This Quinn's there. He's about to leave though. And that kid Julian Agliardi's there.
That dude rips.
Ripper.
Who's he ride for? Powell? Is he a-
Disorder.
Disorder. That's right. All right.
And so we like say what's up, whatever. And of course Jensen's like chopping him up, chopping it up with him, and he's like taking his wax and stuff and waxing the reels, and he's like, we're like so juiced. We're on like 2 hours of sleep, but we're all just so happy to like be here and to see all the like these rippers.
It's crazy to be like, from you're in Massachusetts, then all of a sudden you're in the desert.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? It's crazy.
Or no, we got food first. Oh shoot,
What was the food choice? Fill us in, Anders.
So we get there.
Embarrass Justin for him.
All right, here you want me to go like in depth?
Whatever.
All right, so we land. We have to get the rental car.
Yep.
Justin knows, bro. That this is rough. So we wait in this fucking like, or not. Justin waits. Justin
He's the
took
team
one for
manager.
It was like an hour. Like
the first line. The first fucking line. It was like an hour, and we finally fucking. You got the keys, or like you got something important, like a pamphlet.
Yeah,
And then and then we're walking down the stairs, and we see like a line of people, and we're like, dude, if this is for the rental car shit, like fuck, bro. And then it was, oh my god,
Dude.
it was almost like chaos. Yeah, because it was the line was like as far back as it could go.
Is it because all these flights got off at the same time or
I
something?
think it was just like Pheonix is just bumping. I guess
Yeah.
it was just like
Mhm.
I guess there was all kinds of stuff going on out there.
all the people leaving California.
Probably.
And then
But yeah, the guy that was in front of me is like, I've never seen this before. I've come here for like 40 years and I've never seen like it this
Like
much.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And then I went to the bathroom, and then and I get back, and Jensen's like, yo, who's that dude from the 9 Club that like always wears the hat? And I'm like, Kelly Hart. And he's like, oh yeah, he just rolled by.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, sick, dude. Like, I guess he was like a judge too, I think, for Pheonix.
I think he was.
something,
I think I
but
saw it online.
yeah, that was sick.
I know he's judged in the past to other things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You should ask him, do a tray flip. He's got a good ass tray
Yeah,
flip.
yeah. So we
He rides for S too, or works for them now. He used to
Nice.
ride for them.
yeah.
I think Kelly Hart rode for Expedition too. At one
Yeah.
point, you guys remember Expedition skateboards?
Yeah.
So sick. You don't, Anders?
I don't know.
The fuck, bro? It's okay.
But so we're all starving, right? So Justin's like trying to drive, get out. He's like, yo, like look up some food. So I look up this place, 5 stars.
Nice.
All right, we pull up.
What are we talking? What kind of food?
Mexican.
Ooh.
We're like, all right, we want like a burrito the size of our head, and we're gonna pound it, right?
Yep.
We're stoked. We get there, it does not look 5 stars. It's like there's like bars on the fucking like windows and stuff, and we're like, we're already here. I mean, like, why not? And we get in, and it was like stupid nice.
Oh, hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
This is from the outdoors. The outside, it looked crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was just in like bad neighborhood, but
Yeah,
I get
kind of
that.
rough. They had their own security guard.
Oh,
dude,
really?
I swear he was like, I thought he was like ordering food because like
He's
when they were-
protecting the burritos.
when they were bringing my stuff, he was like looking at it, he's like, hey, is that all right, good. But he would like open the door for people, and it was like,
Yeah, it sounds kind of sketchy. If
It
you
was
need like
weird.
a security guard standing over you while
It
you
was
order
weird.
burritos, that
Yeah.
seems a little hairy, right?
yeah. It was good though. It was a fucking burrito. It was an expensive burrito. I think it was like
you're
$25.
You're close to the source of Mexico for
Yeah.
burritos, right?
But it was
So,
like it was big as my head. I pounded that, bro.
good for you.
I was off like 3 like cookies from the airport that Jensen got me.
Ooh,
but,
fire. Airport
yeah.
cookies. Yeah, nice.
Sam was something positive. I just remember saying.
Doctor? Was she?
Dr.
She was an
Simone.
actual doctor, or is that just like Dr. Phil?
Dude, I don't know. I would think she's not a doctor, but
Fake
I
ass
mean,
doctor.
I don't know what she'd have her doctorate in, but
Yeah. She didn't tell you?
positivity, doctorate in positivity.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so then we go to the park, and then
Food, park, practice, entry. Did you have to? You guys were all signed up when you got there.
yeah.
They
No,
had
they
everyone
weren't
signed
open
up?
that day at all. Oh, we saw Shiloh Katori at Surprise too. She rips. She's a good like street skater.
Girl ripper.
Rips on the
I
street.
think I know who Shiloh
She's always
is.
doing like roof gaps and shit. She
Yeah,
rips.
I don't think I've ever heard her last name, but
Yeah.
that's cool.
But
yeah, there's probably a lot of cool people out there, huh? There's a lot of people entered the contest.
yeah, it was
like
like
130
six
or
continents,
something?
6 continents of people.
That's crazy.
Sick.
There's like over 40
No
jams.
Antarctica representatives, but
I don't think anyone
we
really
had
lives out
we had
there.
all 6, bro.
I think we own that place now.
Yeah.
I think they're out there buying countries. No, it's not that one.
We got to colonize Antarctica before we colonize the moon, bro.
I know. Well, no, I think they have people out there, but it's not like livable.
Just
right?
saving polar bears.
Yeah, it's intense. No one wants to go there. Fuck it.
And then what did we do after that? Did you go back to the hotel? Because we got wilderness that
It
night.
was the food, the 2 parks. By then we were friggin' kind of beat.
How
Like, I
was
was starting-
how was the surprise park?
I was sick. It was like perfect.
Dude,
Big,
it was
small.
Big rail park.
It,
Yeah.
it
But
was. Yeah, it
You
was
could
a
learn
small.
on it. You could learn on it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
sick.
Like small in size, but like the obstacles were like perfect.
Mhm.
That's cool. Are they all were the parks fenced in at all?
Yeah, they were fenced in,
Wonder why.
but it seemed kind of like it was in a nice neighborhood. And I just took a picture of like the little the greeting, like the like all the rules and everything on it.
Yeah,
So
the
And
And
plate.
it looked like they're open till like 10 o'clock at night. So that's kind of sick.
Yeah, I
Did
think
they have lights?
they must if they're
Probably.
open till 10.
Yeah.
A lot of times the parks like in that area are open late because
It's
the
just
heat.
so hot.
The heat, yeah.
I know
you skate at
Tempe's
night.
like the spot at night. That big step up.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? But
Yep. That's cool.
It was kind of a nice neighborhood. But when I went out to Cali though, like some of those parks, they seem to like lock their stuff up like as soon as like it start to get dark or like
Yeah.
if it was like they wouldn't open up early and they would close early.
Yeah.
Like so if you want to get up early and go to the park, it's like locked. That place didn't seem like it because it was kind of a nice neighborhood though.
That's
so
cool.
like people won't be causing trouble or
Mm-hmm.
getting into like mischief or anything.
Nothing's worse than a park Nazi. In California, I ran into a few park Nazis. They're trying to give us helmets for skating a skate park without a helmet. As an adult.
How old were you? You were
As an adult.
Oh.
I think
That's
it was.
weird.
I can't remember which park. It might have been Costa Mesa. But you're fenced in, and if you go in, you don't have a helmet on. The park rangers drive
You're getting
around and
kicked
they'll
out,
come
bro.
in, yeah, and they try to give you a ticket. So, but yeah, nothing's worse than a.
You got
park.
a ticket? What?
They yeah, it's a long story. I've told you on the podcast, but I'll give you an outline.
Okay.
She got us all, took us outside the park, and was like, where's your helmets? You're gonna get tickets. And my friend Mike, who's a G, just said, hey, look, I can't afford any ticket you give me, so I'm just gonna walk away. And she's like, what? Don't do that. And Mike's like, yeah, I'm being honest with you, I can't afford any ticket, and I'm gonna go right now. And he just fucking turned around and walked away. And she was so conflicted. She's like, do I chase after him because he's not listening to me, or do I stay with these guys? So she just stuck with us, and we got tickets.
How expensive?
It was like $100.
What the fuck?
Yeah, for not wearing
You
safety.
could buy like
equipment.
8 helmets for that, bro. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
And so Mike just walked away. We got tickets, and then we just drove around the block until we found Mike. And then Mike just jumped in the car, and he never had a ticket. And then we didn't even pay. I didn't want to pay the ticket, and somehow we talked about it. It was like we called them up, and they're like, if you write a handwritten letter expressing why you should wear pads, well, you don't have to pay the ticket.
What the fuck?
So Ryan, I lived with, wrote a letter,
Uh.
and I just copied his. and we sent them both in, and then they thought I wrote it, and they thought he cheated, so he had to pay the ticket, and I didn't have to pay the ticket.
That's funny.
Fucked up.
But
Pad bullshit.
yeah. But I we just went to the hotel, and then I think we were just rolling around that night.
Did you guys stay? What hotel were you staying in, Justin? Anything?
Oh, it was an Airbnb.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Got so like a house situation.
It was like an apartment complex that like maybe they didn't get enough people to live there, so they just started renting it out.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not too sure if they're even supposed to do that or not. Because we went when
If
we
you're
went down
residents,
to Florida.
yeah, you'll get
Yeah.
it.
We were in an elevator and we were like trying to find our way around, and one of the person that lives there is like, I'm not even sure if they're supposed to do that or not.
Yeah, who knows the legality? I never really thought about that in an apartment building.
Yeah.
Because if you do it and no one else is doing it, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But how was it? Any rats?
It was pretty sick.
That's good.
It was good, yeah.
That's good.
Balcony view was nice. Dude, it was funny.
Ooh.
They had like a pool and a hot tub, and either you'd be like looking over like in there and you just see people looking at you, like just scoping out chicks and just like
Nice.
see if there's any friends you can make. We met this one kid, Danny. He was like a little frat kid. It was pretty funny. He was just there living with like him and his friends, just graduated high school and like was living there for like a couple weeks.
Oh, like as an apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was
nice.
sick. Dude, he had like a pogo stick on his fucking balcony, and like it was so funny.
What the fuck?
He was just all over the place. That kid was chill though, but
Yeah, pogo sticks all over the place. Dude.
yeah.
Fucking Inspector Gadget,
Yeah.
dude.
This restaurant though, dude, Wilderness, dude,
Fire? In Arizona?
unbelievable, bro.
What kind of food?
Like it's like your average like family kind of burger joint, but like, dude, what I was hyped over is the drinks, free drinks.
Fire.
Free drinks.
What do you mean, just in general?
They
or
had
you
like
have
a
to
big.
buy it?
They had a big soda fountain, and they just had cups next to it. But it was like all organic soda. I think it was sponsored by it.
Nice.
So you had like cucumber, coconut, like all these different sodas. Dude, coconut is the best fucking soda flavor ever.
Wow, I never had coconut
so
soda.
good, dude. It's so I was hyping it up every night. We went there like almost every night.
It's not free soda though. It's free refills, right? You buy the soda
No.
and then free. They
All-
just give you free drinks.
Yeah, well, it's probably because the food was fucking expensive
Oh,
as hell.
it's-
But like,
it's like all included.
yeah,
Yeah, the
Alright.
2 tacos were like $10.
it was $5 for a single taco, and it wasn't like it was probably like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, but it was good. It was real good.
Yeah, the food was
Justin got a spicy one, and Justin was dying.
Yeah.
It's like when I got like hot wings in Maryland. I was dying from those hot wings at that one
I
restaurant.
shy
too.
away from spicy shit. I'm always super scared.
I like just pico, like a little mild.
Yeah, a
Mexican,
little
like,
bit.
but I don't do good.
I
with
love
it.
Mexican food.
Mhm.
I used to live in Arizona. I think I told you guys.
Yeah.
I loved it out in the desert when I was little. Did you guys go out into the middle of the desert, or was it too much work?
Dude, Jensen.
night, at
Jensen
night.
had some impulsive ideas. At one point, Jensen was like really trying to go to LA
What the
for the
fuck?
last day, and then go to the Grand Canyon.
Did he realize how far LA is from there?
I don't know.
It's pretty far, I think.
He's like, let's get up at 3 a.m, drive 6 hours to LA, skate the whole day, 6 hours back, and then we'll just go straight to the airport. I'm like, when are you sleeping? I'm like, you're gonna make Justin drive.
That's pretty heavy.
It was funny, but we were thinking if we like.
Would you shut him down, Justin?
No,
You talk him
I was
off
going
it?
along.
I think I was the
like-
one that shut.
we were-
I was the
yeah.
one that shut that down.
Justin's in. Wow.
I think I was the one that
You were
kind
the
of shut
adult?
that down.
You're the adult.
Yeah, it was just a hype.
I was like, I'm not making Justin drive 12 hours to fucking. Like, I'm like, no.
I mean, YOLO.
Yeah.
Were you far away from, like, was there a situation where you could get outside the city? Like, I know you guys didn't do it, but
it was kind of packed. We were kind of like roaming around. So where the Airbnb was, it was like next to like it was like a university, like a
ASU.
school. Yeah, ASU.
Tempe.
Foreshadowing the bird scooters. Me and Jensen got out.
Nice.
Me and Jensen got out of the city.
Yeah, so we were kind of roaming around. We were kind of roaming around a little bit. We went through like a plaza, and security came out and like, you can't do that here. And then we continued to roam around and like they have like art, they have like artistic stuff around
Oh, they
Pheonix.
had that
Yeah.
gallery. That gallery was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, so we kind of snapped some photos, and then I can't really remember what. I know we were roaming around for a while.
Just lurking for spots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what I'm wondering is it has the city like sprawled out so much that you can't really see where the city ends and the desert begins? Because when I was younger, you had like a clear define, like it wasn't so
It's still
big.
like that. Yeah, you can still see all the mountains and like
Yeah,
see,
like you could
yeah,
drive
yeah.
off like 45 minutes and probably be in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
dude.
least it's nice though.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I
Like,
really
next
want to do
time.
that.
Yeah, so we got there Thursday. Then we
That's what. Sorry to
basically
cut you
roamed
off, but
around.
that's what I would have done on the last day. Is drove to the desert in the middle of the night. Just got out in the weirdness. Fucking
Grand
Thursday.
Canyon.
Got in there Thursday. Maybe.
I would
don't know how-
rather
How far is the Grand Canyon from where you
4
were?
hours.
It's 8 hours of driving, but it is the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
It's the majesty of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I mean, those ideas were like in my mind, but we were just doing so much.
Yeah.
We were just like going here and going there.
It seemed like
And,
you guys
like-
had nonstop stuff going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's cool.
Day 2.
What day are we on? Is it
We're on day 1 still.
Travel.
day
We got
one?
travel. We got Dr. Simone. We got Jensen suggesting going to LA on the last day. Andrew's got his whole crew of friends that he met that he skated with before.
Yo.
Practice? Is this registration and
We can
practice?
go on day 2. So day 2, all right. So we wake up, we go to this breakfast spot,
Fire.
cinnamon roll pancakes.
Fire.
That was. What'd you get? You
That
got
sounds
like
amazing.
eggs and like
was it the Broken Yolk? Was that the place? that we went
broken
to?
yolk. That
Um,
shout out.
Yeah,
Shout out.
everything was kind of like nice there. It's some craziness in that area, but everything was like pretty compact, so you didn't really have to go too far
Mm-hmm.
where we were staying. But it was some pretty crazy stuff, like people just using drugs on the street. And,
Dude,
wasn't
they
really
were
any
playing
cops.
fucking like hacky sack with like some like ecstasy and like throwing in there like hopping it like it was pretty sick.
It's
dude.
a city out there.
There's some hippies. Yeah,
when,
yeah.
when we were younger, we had the tweakers, the meth heads. I don't know if that's what you're seeing out there or just hippies.
Mostly hippies, I feel like.
Well, go ahead, Justin. What were you saying?
I think we were just driving. I think I was just driving.
You seen
And,
homeless people though.
Anders is in the passenger and Jacob's in the back.
I was in the front the whole trip.
And like we were just driving down the street, and Jacob's like, that dude had a bong. He was just smoking a bong out in the street.
oh, I remember that. Just like walking with it. It was sick.
That's crazy. Desert life. People are pretty fried sometimes. When you stay in the desert for too long, you get kind of fried. No
Mhm.
lie. The sun just melts your brain, dude.
Yeah, so that was perfect. Like that was actually the next day. That was Friday. So continuing with the story, we
Yeah.
went to go get breakfast.
So yeah, that day we were at the park for like 6 hours that day. There isn't anything
Damn, your legs were probably dusted. 6 hours, no?
when there's fucking 6 people going at once on every obstacle, it gets hairy.
It's heavy.
I saw this dude get rocked. There is this super long ledge, right? People are just doing long ass backtails and just like dancing on it, but it was like stupid waxed on the top. So if
Yeah.
you bailed,
And it's hot, so it's slippery.
and it's
Yeah.
wood.
Ooh,
So if
man.
you bailed, I saw one dude like fucking headstand off of it. I didn't see him on contest day. I'll just say
Oh,
that. I was
no.
like, no, dude.
Oh no, that's brutal.
But I did not touch that thing that whole trip. I was like, fuck that, dude. Like I'm gonna
People get
worked.
smoked. It's like a proper AM contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not too many people got smoked at the contest.
That's good, but yeah,
Just
no,
that one guy, but
that's good.
yeah.
I just know like every Tampa contest, like not everyone makes it through the practice because the practice is so condensed and heavy,
Yeah.
and kind of reckless, and it gets sweaty and slippery.
Yeah, no, we get there and it's this big like kind of like flat bank, and it's like these long rails we're hitting, and that's what everyone's skating to warm up.
Yeah.
Like, literally everyone. So we're like, all right, we'll just try and figure it out. I'm trying to just like kickflip, like big spin front board into the rails. Jensen, we're kind of like doing the same, just kind of figuring out the rails and doing airs and just whatever, figuring out the park. And it's just like you just gotta pop and pray almost, just because you'll be on the rail and there's 2 other people on the rail.
Harry.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And one of the times I got rocked on the feeble, I was just trying to feeble the top and down, and I think I was trying to like backlip or like just like mess around, just trying to figure out what I could do because this was still early, and I just slipped in the board slide, and since it's so hot and so waxy, I just slipped out and I fell on my ass.
Yeah, that's the clip you sent, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
It was a funny clip though.
Yeah, you got it looked like it hurt, but you got out.
Oh,
alright.
I was
Yeah.
I think just adrenaline was pumping so hard. It was like we're good.
It's crazy. That's kind of how those contests are. The AM contests, the practice are like a fight kind of.
You got to be an aggressive skater for sure.
Yeah, facts. Same with the Tampa one too. Even the New England AM, dude. Like,
Oh, that was nothing
Last
compared to Pheonix.
last year was heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know that park. It's like the local.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
it's when you fly into different territory and learn new people's shit. All of a sudden, you're just in this session with like the dudes that have been skating that park all the time
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So practice went well.
Yeah. No, practice was good. I didn't really like. I wasn't really touching like the bigger like. I just done my basic like front board, like front feeble, like just like mess because they built like these new handrails with like the Red Bull logos on it. So it's like, all right, that's kind of what you want to get your big thing on if you're
Yeah.
trying to like go ham on the contest. But I just gotten like a good front feeble like first try, and I was like, all right, I can do that in the contest, whatever. And we were just figuring out our lines, having fun.
Was it jam format? 3 people, right?
3 people, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Does it seem like a lot of time?
Seemed like not a lot of
Not
time.
a lot
But
of
when
time.
you have 175 skaters, you're like, it's okay.
And
you
the
know?
park was pretty spread out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw people like skating across the whole park, and like
Yeah.
it seemed like the time just eats up.
Yeah, you got to be consistent skating that park. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was practice. Nothing crazy happened. And then after that, I think we went to the pool, dude.
Some flippies.
There's a little bit more I could add in. So we
Oh,
pulled
okay.
into the park. And there's a line going all the way
Oh,
down the street.
shit,
This is
yeah.
on a Friday for practice. But these two, Jacob and Andrew, just book it right into the park.
No, this is qualifiers. This is qualifiers.
That was qualified.
Oh yeah, hold off. That's a good story, but we'll
You
hold off.
skipped the line.
I'm trying to figure out what we did
Nah,
that
I was
day.
spectators.
Uh,
It was a line like fucking a mile long, and we're like, are these people like skating? Like we were like, holy shit, dude! Like it was
Yeah.
all just like.
did they sell? They
spectators.
must have sold tickets to the event, though.
They had to have been
Yeah.
sold out, dude.
Makes sense.
But
Well, you said nothing happened after practice.
no. During practice,
Okay.
after, what do we do after
Nightlife?
practice?
What do we do? Back to the Airbnb in the hot tubs
Oh,
with
no.
some
Oh,
hotties. Toot, toot, toot.
Ooh, yeah.
Some floaties.
Dude, Justin was ripping some cannonballs. Bro.
He's got a good cannonball. I see.
We were all just like jumping in the pool and just having fun, cooling off, and yeah, that was fun.
Pull the mic.
We
up.
went in the pool. Yeah, the mic.
Mic boy.
But yeah, we went in the pool like every night. That was like an every night thing.
Going on a trip and having a pool is clutch,
Yeah.
especially if you're skating and
Especially
you're
if you're
beat
in
up
Arizona.
and sore. Yeah, if you're beat up,
Arizona,
sore,
dude.
hot. Yeah, having a pool is the best.
Mm-hmm. And you just meet people all the time too. People
Yeah.
like looking down, like scoping it out, and they're like, all right, yeah, let's
Hot
go hang out.
tub,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
hanging out. Yeah. The worst is if everyone's partying and someone breaks glass near the hot tub. You're like, what the fuck? You ever have that happen? That happens.
I haven't though.
I've been in some hot tubs, smoking blunts and drinking beers and
Mhm.
fucking hot chicks and just like
Yeah. There
Good
weren't too
life.
many. There wasn't too much eye candy at the hotel,
that's too bad.
but
Just desert rats out there. That's all you can find.
dude, at the contest,
There you
there was
go.
some chick, dude.
Nice.
It's another story, but we'll go. All right, so wilderness. We went wilderness day 2 again. We went like every night except for when I got a little hurt. That's not. We're not there yet, but
That's fine.
yeah. So
We can jump around. I don't care.
yeah.
You
So
don't have to go in order.
but yeah, so this is contest day, right? We get up kind of late, but we get there. We're just kind of skating, having fun, like a lot of rippers. Like, wasn't anything like too. Oh wait, oh no, dude, when we went street skating, that's what I'm missing. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep track of where we are.
All right, so after practice, right?
We're in Arizona.
We're-
That's for
I
sure.
mean,
We're going street skating. We get boba, and we're locked, and we're just skating. And there's these skaters like skating the spots, like lit up. They have like cameras, and they're like, "Yo, come here, come skate." And I'm like, "All right." They're like they knew me, and then
They look like legit skaters. They were having a filming session.
Ace Trucks,
Sick.
the Ace
Oh,
Trucks
sick.
team, and then it
Nice.
was like they're like, "Oh shit, different white boy," and I was looking for my homie. I was like, "Oh shit, like I'll tap in though." So what's his name? Joey C or something.
From Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know his last name, but he was
Is
super
that who you
chill.
sent the photo of?
Yeah, I sent you a
That's what it
selfie
was.
of them both,
Yes.
and I was like, "Yo, like," they're like, "What's your deal?" And I was like, "Oh, like we skate for All I Need." Like Anthony Shetler used to be pro for World. He like sponsors us, and they're like, "Anthony Shetler, like no shit." And I was like, "Yeah, like
That's sick.
the homie."
Yeah, I've definitely run into them. It's just been a long time. You
Yeah.
know?
And
Terche.
yeah, that's the name.
Terche. Yeah.
And so I was trying to just like get a little
That's
V
sick.
heel. It was like this natural like sidewalk step up,
Yeah.
almost. but it was gnarly. Like, you had to go.
You actually got in the session with them?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They were
It was
calling you over
so
because they
sick.
thought you were someone else.
Yeah.
And then you just got in the
Super
session.
nice people though. They were all. It reminded me of like
That's sick.
All I Need though. Like they had a van. Their van
Yeah.
was decked out. It was like a work van almost.
That's sick.
Decked out van, decked out team, and we just hopped in the session. I was just trying this like little V heel up this step up, but I was worked from practice. But I like stuck a couple, I think, but then they had to dip.
Did anyone
didn't get
did
it,
anyone else skate it?
Yeah, some dude did a clean backside flip or
That's
backside
sick.
heel.
Dang.
And this other dude was trying to switch backside flip.
He didn't
But
get it.
No,
That's good. At least
unfortunately.
you weren't the only one.
We planned to go back there the last day, but
That's so
obviously,
crazy.
yeah.
That's like why you travel right there.
It was like a main,
right?
It was like a main character moment.
Because we were talking
a
about
movie.
yeah, exactly. We were talking. Me and Justin were talking before about traveling and creating opportunity and movement and keeping things going. You know, like
Mhm.
and going out to that, and then you're just in a session with a truck company.
Yeah,
Randomly.
I was like,
Yeah,
That's
that was
pretty
that
cool.
Friday night. Yes.
Mhm.
So this was like because the competition was the next day, and like, yeah, it was Friday night, so it was like there's a lot of people and
People are trying to get it in,
Oh,
live their life.
yeah, just like people are out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know where it was, but we were like, oh, where should we go? We were trying to figure out where we should go because we were kind of roaming around
mhm.
Phoenix, and someone said, oh, let's go out to Tempe. So
It's sick. Everyone's in town.
He said, it was Danny. He's like, we're. That's when we met that kid. We're in the hot tub. It's just me, Jacob, and Justin. He's like, man, y'all need to get some bitches down there. And he's like, man, run up Tempe. Y'all some skateboarders, go skateboard, get some bitches on your dig. He's like, go have some fun, bro. And we're like, all right.
He ain't wrong. He
Yeah.
ain't wrong.
So we go to Tempe, and that's how that happened.
At least you took it as advice.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I just I found a random like parking garage. I'm like, oh, all right, we'll park here and we'll get out. And like, there was like a donut shop like
Mhm.
around the block, and then there was this like weird little like curve, but it was like a curve. It was like a C
Mm-hmm.
curve, like maybe on the back of a loading dock. So
yeah.
we were messing around with that a little bit.
Curvilege.
Metal.
We must have pushed like at least a couple miles, maybe like 3 or 4 miles we pushed,
Damn.
and then that's when we bumped into that what was it, the Ace?
Yeah.
Joey
The
Church
Ace.
Day. Yeah.
That's when we bumped into them, and Anders is like I don't know if because he went over there like he was out front and I was kind of behind him, just keeping up, and
Jensen has those running shoes on too.
Oh God. He missed
yeah,
the opportunity.
he doesn't have skate. Well, the contest was the next day, so we're like, we weren't really gonna get into it. We're just gonna go out and
Yeah.
explore.
The Andrews was getting into it.
Yeah.
Once I heard it was Ace Trucks, I was like, oh, I guess I
kinda
should
got
fucking try some shit now. Yeah.
Yeah, if they just are like sub you in.
Yeah, and I guess her homie looked like Anders. It's like what they thought he was someone else, and then like we were-
Perps,
we
that's
were
the
kinda,
perk of
like-
having that haircut. A lot of kids
Just
have
the
it.
nice,
yeah.
Yeah, we were kind of just hanging out. Anders is getting in the session. I filmed him do an ollie, and then he was doing the V heel. And he was skating it for like maybe like a half hour. And then his homie shows up, and it looks like him.
Mhm.
So it's like I think Jacob was like, "Oh damn, he does look like him."
Yeah.
You've been replaced. That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude.
hmm
That's sick. So how many was in their crew? They had like a handful of people.
Most of them weren't skating because they wanted to wait for the contest. But
Yeah,
I think it was probably like 5-6 people.
it's good.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a good crew. And did they come? Did they drive out in the van, or were they in
yeah, they had,
Arizona?
like, their van.
Did they come from Cali? I wonder.
Yeah, Kelly.
That's sick, man.
Yep.
So that's crazy.
hmm
Just somehow get into that session.
Yeah, it was awesome. Super nice people too. None of them were like cocky or like they were good.
Just
people.
real people.
Yeah.
Like not chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They were good people.
It's nice when you connect with people. That's the whole point of traveling. We were talking about before. Is like travel, go meet people, have fun. Like connect,
Mhm.
build a bridge,
Make some
kind of.
friends, yeah.
make a friend.
Yeah.
It's good to do well in the contest, but like at the same point, it's like if you can go and create opportunity outside, like run into sessions like that, or
Yeah.
I want to do trips like that, but street skating.
Yeah, me
like if we
too.
go to Arizona and just have 3 days.
There's
to
a lot of
just-
spots there.
to take your time and pace yourself and like hit spots. You would clean up,
Yeah, there is a lot of spots there. Just a lot of like the curve ledge we found. Like They're like,
Did you even look on the apps? I bet there's apps that just have every spot
yeah, I
there
kind of wish we didn't though.
because it's a tease.
Foreshadowing.
It's a fucking tease. Or no? Oh, that's what
Yeah,
led to all
yeah.
this. We'll get how.
We'll get into it.
You're in practice now. Next day,
Yeah, yeah.
back to the hotel.
So
sleep,
contest.
get food.
Yeah, contest. There's nothing crazy happened. I didn't do that good. I was pretty pissed. I was landing that front fuel in the big handrail like every try, but in the contest I got hung up on it.
Because you're up street skating, dude. all
Yeah,
night.
that's probably why. But I mean, I got like a little big spin front board on the handrail, backflip fakie. I was thinking of Billy Drown when I was doing that backflip fakie because he was harassing me. He was like, "Dude, like go to at New England." And he was like, "Just go to fakie with him." And I was like, "All right." He's like, and it got me thinking. It's like no one really does that
It's a
backflip
little
fakie.
add-on. Yeah, nice
Yeah.
little add-on.
But
That's sick.
Jensen killed it. He didn't go like crazy because he wanted to get like a solid run. He was ripping though. He got like
He
a
was
blunt
trying to
slide.
stay consistent.
He didn't like miss a trick though.
Yeah.
Like he did good. And then just crazy though. Like there's some little dudes like that little kid Wyatt Hammond,
Mm-hmm.
kid Gnarls. That
Yeah.
kid's so funny. That kid Steven, I don't know his last name. He's like on Tech Deck or something. He rips.
Tech Deck has a team.
Malachi I don't even know.
Okay.
I think he just reps them. Like he'll film ads for them or something.
Oh, okay.
But Malachi Gray, that kid rips. Quinn Harbin, obviously.
It's all ages contest, right?
And then a bunch of the whole like monster team was there. Like you can like apply to like be on monster, like the monster army.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like kind of cool, but it's like I don't know. But they had like a bunch of people there, and it was just fun, dude, making friends. This kid Baggy Brad, that's his Instagram handle, Baggy Brad.
Nice.
Bradley, he's such a nice dude.
Did he actually have baggy clothes?
Yeah,
Nice.
kid style. He was stupid good at manuals. Stupid good at manuals, dude. Like,
Was there? You just watch him in practice?
yeah,
Yeah.
he was like doing like heel flip nose manuals, and he'd go like fakie shove, switch nose or fakie manual, and just like he was good.
Manual seems so hard in a contest, though.
But he got him like on lock.
Did he?
That was the thing. It was like he
Sick.
was ripping. But
That's cool. You
Yeah.
think all these people are like your age or older? All over the age
Older,
spectrum.
Probably old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 20s. The main age group was probably mid 20s, early 20s, probably early 20s.
Nice. That's cool.
But
So the contest was fun.
oh yeah,
No bitches in the hot tub though.
not yet.
Okay.
That night,
So you left the contest and you're like, "Fuck, dude, I blew it," or what was your mentality? You had
I
fun.
had a bunch of fun.
It wasn't
I
a
was
waste,
like,
but
I
you felt
got like I beat like a third of the competition. It
That's
was,
pretty
Like I
heavy.
got like 13th out of like 175. That's like 60 people. I mean, that's like
pretty good.
I was shooting for top 100, which like it's fine though. I mean, like I don't really care. Like I feel like I did good. I was ripping in practice, like
Yeah.
just having fun meeting friends. Like and I was also thinking like I'd done really good at Maryland Dam. Like I got third in that. So I was like in second at the border mini ramp thing. I was like I feel like I've had a pretty good streak so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell
So
yeah.
I was like I wasn't like.
Well, that's the attitude you should have because you
Yeah.
can't win them all, you know.
Yeah.
And
I was
it's like
I was just stoked.
you can
to be
take a
there,
lot
too.
from a contest even if you don't win. You make friends, and
Oh yeah.
I did like half of my skateboarding stuff was like doing some contests and demos and stuff and meeting people, and like
Yep.
I never won any of them. I might have won a best trick once. I think I won in Minneapolis. You know that contest we were looking up, the King of the Groms.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, way back in the day, I think I won their best trick contest.
Do you remember the trick?
Kickflip, backside 180 nose grind on like a bump to table, maybe it was something like that.
Hell yeah.
And I think I won a contest in North Carolina once, small contest, but I still came in first.
I got, dude,
I dreamt
first
of it.
in that game of skate, like a bunch of years ago at that Marlboro skate park. You remember that? I had like long hair. That was a long time ago.
Oh, I do remember that.
And then
You had an all I need tie
at like
dye.
an edge contest
Yep.
with Jackson and Charlie.
Did you win a game of skate contest at the edge or just like a skate jam?
I've never done good at the game of skates at edge,
No.
but yeah.
Did you see the Not Finna dudes are throwing a contest? I guess you can like sign a team up, and it's like on different obstacles. We should look it up real quick.
Yeah. I know they do like
I think it's $1,000 cash prize too.
I know they do a lot of game of skate stuff.
They were doing games of skate, but now they like expanded to another thing. I only looked at it real quick, and I was like, I wonder if we have.
You know what's the park?
Let me see. I'll find it right here. Not Finna. Here we go.
Not Finna Games. This is the
No, the Not Finna Games, Saturday, April 12th, 2025.
Flat Bar Ledge Pad Gap.
Is that what it's saying?
Teams of 3 sign up now 3 days ago.
Join us on 412 for the Not Finna games. Teams of 3 skaters will go head to head in a 4 unique events: flat bar, ledge, pad, and gap. Teams will be competing for $1,000 cash prize. Game starts at 2 p.m. Don't be late. Interested in competing? Hit up Not Finna or the Weed Acre Group. Yeah.
Me, Jensen. Who else?
I would say Dylan, but I don't know if he's like
Vibes.
healthy or whatever. But
He was. I saw him post some lynch clips today. He was killing it.
yeah, that'd be a pretty sick team on all the because you got to deal with when you got ledges, you guys can all skate a ledge, a flat bar. The mani pad's the only one that's a little tough, and then gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. I
April
feel like
12th.
Elijah could even rip that. Like, dude, Elijah's getting good.
Dude, I wouldn't street skating
Elijah's
with him
getting
while you're gone.
Elijah's getting fucking good, bro. Not gonna like the line he did the other day.
That was a legit line.
He did like a grown man like kickflip into a bank and then like tray flip this gap.
Capable off a loading dock, over a rail, into a crusty bank, quick crusty
Yep.
bank, and then
It's like
quick
one of those
heads up
U-Haul
for a
spots.
tray flip.
Yeah.
Head tray
And it
flip
was
back.
like, dude, he's getting good.
It was a sick
He's
line.
getting good, bro.
That would be a good line for anyone. That's how
Dude,
you
for-
know it's
yeah,
like a
like,
legit line.
yeah.
Yeah, his
But-
tray flips are on lock now.
Yeah.
He got his first tray in the street too. I think
You
I
sent me that
Yeah.
down the set. I was like, damn, bro.
This
Like,
Providence stuff. I saw a Boarside pop out. Did you see that?
yeah,
he posted
he
that
posted a
today.
little street edit.
So
Dude,
good.
I'm so happy he's like getting in the street because I
Yeah.
feel like I got in kind of late, but it's like you did that for me. Now I'm doing that for him almost. I feel like because I've like
Yeah.
hit him up. Like whenever we go to a park now, it's like, oh, it's like go check out spots or something, you know?
Yeah, you didn't get in late. You get in right when you get in.
Yeah.
Whenever I started, like,
Better late than never.
yeah, dude. And I don't even think you're late. I just think it just is when it is. You know.
Yeah.
Some people put out their best parts when they're in their 40s. Some people put them out when they're in their 20s, 30s. You know. Some put them out early.
So
So
12.
yeah,
Fucking all
it's
the
like,
yeah.
some people do that. You know. But that's actually a curse too. If you get all this stuff out early, then it's just like
Burnt
gets
out.
harder and harder. Yeah, you get burnt out. Like
Yeah.
so you just gotta kind of take what you can get. You know. Just when you get it, get it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to the contest.
All right.
You guys are done.
Oh, dude, the after party.
What was that all about?
Remember that?
What was that all about? Was it at the park or would you
It
have to
was
go to
at
another
this.
venue?
It was at this like venue, but it was like basically it looked like kind of eggs. It had like eggs vibes. It's like a skate park, but like all street almost. Like
Alright.
all wax ledges. Like it was like a good spot.
Outdoor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their Far Side was playing.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Live
So
music.
dude, it was funny. So we're getting there, and they're giving you like either a drink wristband or a fucking like normal wristband. Like I have tickets, so I get my wristband, and then Jensen and Justin are trying to get like the drink wristbands, right? And then Justin like doesn't have his ID on him. They're like, nah, you can't do that.
Wow.
And I'm like, you think he's not 21? I was like,
he's got nice skin, so I could
Yeah,
see
yeah.
him being like he might just look older,
Yeah.
but he's actually
I thought
20.
we thought it was all funny though. We were all just kind of like, all right, like they were like really strict. But then like as soon as we got there, Jensen had bought me a beer, and like we were like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just security. That was
Yeah.
just security giving us a hard time.
Yeah.
But-
they knew you're gonna
'Cause you
get
look
all
ar-
the.
You look around and see all this crazy shit going on.
Yeah,
It's like people doing drugs and whatever.
You got to be careful.
And it's like
a lot of cigarettes too.
I wanna-
feel like
I-
more than here.
I went up there and got like a beer and then I got like a whiskey and Coke.
Yeah.
And we just basically walked from the Airbnb to that park.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
They had
sick.
that,
Is that close? Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But a lot of people there. It was funny because like, so once it started, so all right, so there was some opening bands, like a lot of like local, like kind of hard rock shows, and so me and Jensen somehow they start moshing, like a mosh pit starts breaking out, and we're in the middle, and someone just comes up to me and just smashes like my fucking beer, and it fucking boom, like in my face. It's like fuck. So now, and
Fuck
then
you.
me and Jensen both are like coated, smell like booze, and then. Dude, I just see Quinn randomly. I'm like, yo, Quinn. He's like, what's up? And someone just gut punches him real quick. And he's like, oh. And he made some. So he's like, oh, like, fuck, whatever. And then, dude, someone like whipped a can at my fucking forehead. And I was like, after that, I was just like pushing people around for like 5 minutes. I was like, all right, maybe this is my thing. But-
sound like you
Yeah.
fit right in, dude.
It was fun. And then, dude, the best part. Justin knows what I'm talking. So there's Far Side starts playing, right? A lot of lovely ladies there, right? So we're kind of like, everyone's having a good time, and so there's this one chick that we're kind of like eye fucking each other, and then
Nice.
she starts kind of like throwing it back a little bit on me, and I'm like, I'm with it. So she's on me, and I'm like,
Wait, you're actually dancing?
yeah.
No.
So I'm tapping Jensen. I'm like,
yeah.
and then
Dude, yes.
she leans over. She's like, how old are you? I'm like, 19. She's like, oh, that's too young. I can't do that.
Shut it down, dude.
Oh, then I was thinking like, damn, wait till she hears 17.
The truth.
Oh,
That's sick though. That means
Oh.
you can pull off a little older chick.
Yeah,
That's not
I was
bad.
hyped.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't mad at it.
She found out she was statutory rape though. Could have been, dude.
Oh my god, that was so funny though. But yeah, that was funny. That was
Good
the
for you.
highlight of the trip.
I'm glad. A lot of dudes
Yeah.
won't dance, dude. There's a lot of people out there that get embarrassed to dance. I've always gotten the mix,
Yeah,
Like
you
the-
gotta.
I'm not like a full-on dancer, but if there's
Bro,
a party,
I'm halfway across the country, man. Like they're not gonna remember.
yeah,
you.
you gotta get a little dry hump in there if you can.
get some
you know?
booty on your dick.
So after party was good for Anders. How'd it go for you, Justin?
we
I just
lost
watched from a
Justin.
distance. I just
We
watched
lost
from a
him.
distance.
Wait, what?
Everyone referred to me as like, you're the dad. I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
People kept
Like at
coming.
least 3 or 4 people during that trip at different locations.
That's confusing
Like
because
Mark Appleyard, because we met him, and he's like, "Oh, are you his dad?" And we're like, no.
Dude, everyone thought he was our dad.
hold on. Did you ever think Mark Appleyard would ask you if you were a dad?
Nah.
You're thinking of his kickback tails. He's thinking you're a father to someone.
Justin could be a father.
I
You never
mean-
know, bro. You might see a kid in fucking Arizona. It's like, Papa.
Part of the story you never told me about.
The
Papa.
plot- for the plot, bro. I might fucking come back, fucking hit Pheonix Sam in 10 years, and I'll see my kid will be in the contest.
You're gonna have to compete against Justin's kid 10 years from now.
Holy shit.
I wish Justin got the dry hump.
Oh, we were trying.
Yeah.
Not me and him. Like we were trying to like find him.
Just get chicks. Push chicks his way.
We tried to find him some girls.
Yeah.
But
Amen, brother.
there wasn't.
So
Bro,
you know you got a good friend
Tampa, bro. No ugly people exist there.
in Tampa.
Except like the fast food workers. I'm
Oh,
telling you though,
dude.
no ugly people exist there. Everyone, dude, they were all so hot.
There's ugly people everywhere. Tampa has its underbelly.
There was a real drought of ugly people.
Well, just because they're all so active. Yeah, they're active down there. So it's
Yeah.
like we have
Oh,
the
I see
weather
what
and
you're
stuff.
saying.
So
Yeah.
like, if you have, it's always sunny and nice. You're always outside.
Gives off a golden.
It's always
shine.
hot. They're always
Yeah.
wearing like little tank tops all around.
Yeah.
Just, like having.
It's like the summertime here, and then the cold comes and all the chicks button up, and dudes.
Yeah.
It's sad. If you live near the beach though, in warm weather, that's awesome. So you're Anders' father now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Justin Potter.
Yeah, multiple times. Even Donnie Barley. That one of the festival events. Even Donnie Barley came up to me. He's like, "Oh, you used Adam's." Like, "No, I'm just filming."
Team manager.
I think it's because they're dads. Appleyard's a dad. Barley's a dad. So they're just like assuming you're a
Dude,
dad.
that was so funny when we saw Barley the other day street skating after
Yeah.
Newport. We're like, for the people that don't know, we just skated Newport, and we're just street skating after Elijah's trying his chick, and we just see like Donnie's locks flown in the wind, and he's like, "Yo, what's good?" And we're like, and I'm like, "Is that Donnie?" And then you run across the street, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like we're doing this, and I follow, and we're just saying what's up. Dude, it was
I was
awesome.
watching that clip. It's gonna drop in our next vlog. But yeah, we're just at the spot and we hear someone yelling at us across the street from
Yeah.
the gas station, and I'm like, "It's fucking Barley. You gotta go say hi if he's
Yeah.
yelling at you."
If Donnie
the
Barley's
goat-
saying hi, bro,
Yeah.
you better not ignore him.
That was a fun session. I was chopping up all that footage today and trying to organize and get it all online. I'm still like maybe halfway done. Maybe
Mhm.
I gotta organize all the footage and get it into a good sequence. And then I cleaned like the first half, but I gotta clean the second half still and move things around. Maybe 2 more sessions on that edit. But I've been trying to put out edits on Wednesdays, and I've been pretty steady. It's been podcast Wednesday, and then skate edit Wednesday, then podcast. I've been trying to alternate it,
Sick.
Yeah, I've been trying to get like a good schedule and stay weekly if possible. If I have to miss a week here and there, it's just is what it is. I'm a father, got a little one and shit.
Mhm.
It's been hectic too, just life and taxes right now, and fucking a lot of work because spring and summer, so everyone wants their skateboards.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You got a kid now?
yeah, just busy time of the year too.
Yeah.
Skateboard business booms like around this time.
Yeah.
People order for spring and summer. We're just out of winter, right? We just hit spring, maybe.
It's getting warmer.
Yeah.
When spring hit officially?
I think we already
What did
got past
Fox
it.
Tommy
I did
say?
too. Yeah, my girl was saying it's already spring. I'm like, what?
sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
More outside stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
So true. I've been outside a lot, even with Wilder. He likes going outside, so
Mm-hmm.
he's like he's not 2, he's like 1.5, but he loves. I took him out in the rain. Fucking
I saw
wanted to
that,
stay out,
dude.
dude. He wanted to
So
stay out.
adorable,
He
yeah.
cried when I brought him in. First day of spring.
That's how you know he'll be a street skater instead of a park skater.
Oh, dude. He when he's old enough and like can hang on his own, he's gonna fit right in so easy, like Elijah did. Like that steez. Elijah just gets in the van. He'll fucking OD on snacks and skate all day till he complains. His
Dude,
knee's
it's
so
funny.
sore.
He's like, I think it's so funny how it's like
March 20th was the first day.
it's like the age gaps. Elijah's like 12, but he dresses like he's 18, and he's skating like he's 23. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
like I just find it so funny.
He's been at it for a while now.
Yeah.
It's nice for his age,
And
Starting
he's like
out.
mature. He's like maturing too. He's not like he's a little 12-year-old, but he's like he's funny. He can get by.
he's our little baby Tupac, He's
Dude.
our little baby Tupac.
Dude, one time
Shout out Robert Van, my G. Two.
Dude, one time in New York, I don't know if I probably told you the story, but we're skating this like DC like open, right?
Mhm.
And
Who, you and Elijah?
yeah, and dude, we got promoted to like the top of the hotel because I guess they messed up the rooms or something.
Ah.
So we're throwing like these little peanut butter pretzels off the balcony. I was like 14. I was like repping the little teal helmet. Like
Yeah.
this was a while ago,
Long hair.
and it wasn't long hair, but it was like between long hair and like, yeah. It was in between. But we hit these two chicks, and then they like look up, they like point at us, and we're like, oh shit. So we like back off over, and then we're like, all right, yeah, we should probably stop. And dude, they come up the fucking hotel in the elevator, and they're like, "Who did that shit, man? Who did that shit?" And they keep yelling at us. And my dad looks at me like fucking this gives you a little love tap in the face. And I was like, he just knew it was me, bro. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
And they were just pissed because you hit him with a pretzel.
Yeah, I don't know what we were doing.
They
It
got
was
too
just-
much free time on
It
their
was
hands.
just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think they were residents of the hotel. They just came up to go beat our ass, probably. But
They just wanted to be mad.
yeah,
That happened to me one time too. One time when I was younger in Arizona, when I was mad little, my sister, and maybe my brother were throwing rocks over the highway. We're like, let's try to throw rocks over the highway. And out there they have some crazy highways, and we fucking hit a car. And then he took an exit, remembered where we were, our house, and came around. But my dad, when the guy got out all mad, my dad was like, "My kids wouldn't do that. Get out of here." And that he just stood up for us.
Did you ever spill the beans or?
I think he just knew we did it, but
Oh.
like he just didn't want to like let the guy have a win, I guess, because it is what it is.
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck you, get out of here," and then he probably spanked us.
Got some love
all right.
taps.
Back to the contest.
All right. So I got some butt at the fucking
Little dry humps.
after party. Then
Drinking some Monster. Were they a sponsor of the contest?
Monster.
Who was sponsoring the after party? Did they have like alcohol sponsor?
they had like shop like Cowtown like beer. I think they had
Okay.
like labels like printed on. It was like
Oh,
something cool
like their own
that.
little private
Yeah,
label
yeah.
thing. That's cool.
But
Music was sick.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. I like that.
That's
That was
awesome.
my first concert too.
Oh,
as far
what?
aside. And that's a legendary first concert.
Yeah.
I feel like.
That is.
But
That's awesome.
yeah, I want to get out to more for sure.
A lot of firsts for you on this one. Is that your first dancing experience
It's
too?
not, but
You've been in high school, huh?
yeah.
They got dances.
Dude, yeah, it's funny because I go to trade school, so it's like people from like 13 towns all in one.
Mm.
So it's like there's still kids in my grade that I don't know about. I'll hear a name and I'll be like, "Who's that?" And it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
too
because it's
many
so
people.
like yeah, but it's how it is. But so is this last day, right? This is yeah.
Street skating day.
Yes. So start the day off with broken yolk again, right? I got an acai bowl.
Sorry.
Awesome. I had gotten one at the airport too, but that was we didn't mention that, but that was like a watery, shitty acai bowl. We don't need to talk about that.
You shit your pants?
No, I think I was chilling, but it just like it was just not good. You know,
Fair enough.
It's like $20 too. It was like
Airport.
I think Jensen mentioned he's like, I'm not feeling good. He said something because I think that was in North
Yeah.
Carolina or maybe Charlotte, or maybe Philadelphia. I'm not sure. We had
Oh, the layover.
the layover.
Yeah. You had one layover each way.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, acai bowl could hit or miss at an airport,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be expensive as shit. It's an airport. They got you trapped.
Yep.
They know you're not leaving. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're,
But,
you're waiting for a flight. You're
yeah.
staying there.
So last day, right? Get some food. We go to the plan is to warm up at KTR and then go street skate.
What's KTR? The
Kids
park?
That Rip.
Okay.
It's this trampoline park, parkour park, and then skate park. I think like Jagger Eaton's parents own it or something, or they used to. I think there's like, I know they're mostly skating.
That's crazy. It's a skate park with those other things. Yeah.
And so
Indoor? This all indoor?
Yeah. Since it's all of that, dude, they're playing fucking like Disney music. They're playing fucking Let It Go from like Frozen and like Elsa, and we're like, fuck, dude. Like they're playing like it was rough.
The
bro.
rough session. Yeah.
Yeah. But oh, dude, Miranda, she was chill. One of the employees there, she was gorgeous.
Smoke show? Little smoke show?
Dude, she was so
Little honey
pretty.
dip?
Dude, got the follow on Instagram.
What?
Yeah.
I
I got a lot of follows that trip actually.
One time on a trip, you just went up to the window and we were like eating Five Guys, and then there was like the drive up line was outside the window where we're just sitting there, and you like blew like your breath on the window and wrote like, "Can I get your number?" She's like, "Yeah." And you
I'm
like
sure-
ran
yeah,
outside
that
and got
sounds
the
like
chick's
me.
number.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
I was like, "That's pretty fucking sick."
Yeah. And yeah, so after that, so we're skating a little bit. We don't get that many clips just because we're fried from skating, and it's like an Arizona indoor skate park. So I'm like, for a little bit, for like 5 minutes, I'm like skating with my shirt off, dying. And the dude's like, "Hey, you gotta put your shirt on."
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of like, I was like, all right, whatever.
There's little kids on tramps, dude. Can't be fucking.
Yeah, one of them snitched. All right, so Justin had coffee that morning, and if
Coffee
y'all
was
know
kicking in.
Justin on coffee, bro, there's some stuff, dude. Fun stuff happens when Justin's on coffee.
Yeah.
So we get there, and they're like, "Dude, it's weird as fuck. When you pay to go skate, you pay for everything, trampolines, everything."
Mm.
And it's like, it's just weird. Like, you can't pay to just skate. It's like,
That is
it's
weird.
$22. It's more
extortion,
expensive than
bro.
Edge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So it's
extortion.
like, all right. So Justin's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on trampolines. I'm gonna go." I was like, "Fuck, I'm going on trampolines. I'm going to bounce." And
You
so
gotta,
yeah. So we're skating. We're like, I'm not like, we cannot skate to this like fucking music. Like, as stupid as it sounds, bro, we're listening to like fucking like Let It Go, like Elsa, like all Disney.
Is it
stuff.
loud too?
Yeah.
You're all hungover and tired,
Yeah.
sore.
And we're just kind of like,
The vibes are off.
yeah, we're just like, no. So we're on trampolines. You know, we're talking to Miranda a lot too.
Shout out.
Shout out Miranda. And yeah, dude, Justin's ripping some cannonballs, and dude, Jensen was sniping pictures. Is like the
On a trampoline.
yeah, the Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting song, and
Yeah.
Justin's like in the air, like ripping a sidekick.
Where are those photos? I didn't see those ones.
Ah, they're somewhere.
Send them after.
I
Send
got
them
you. I
after.
got you.
I got a lot of stuff. I probably got to go through.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. When you get to it, sick.
But dude, this little girl, like, Justin starts jumping, and she starts like yelling at him. She's like, "There's only one person on a trampoline," and she was like, Justin's like, "What do you like? I'm fucking 36. Like, get out of here." It was so funny, dude. But
What a little tramp Nazi.
and then we're going on like parkour and stuff, and just like jumping around, like having fun, dude. It was fun.
Do you have to wear helmets?
Yep.
It's indoors.
Yeah, because I'm
You're
not
underage.
18. Yeah, I was like, all right.
It's so crazy you're not 18.
It's kind of a brilliant place because we're skating there, and then all these scooter kids come. They come to the park side, and then like they all
They-
disappear.
They went
And
for
then
the
you just see them on
trampolines. You know what I mean?
trampolines, just friggin' bouncing up and down. It's like, oh, at least it got them off the scooter, you know.
It's a good
At least
deterrent.
it-
Yeah, it's true. And it got them out of the park, so they're not in the way.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Ed
But-
should get a fucking tram park going.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean,
We're leave that place. You had fun. That's a
Yeah,
crazy
that was-
experience.
yeah, I'm
I didn't
trying
even
to
know
think.
that existed.
yeah.
That
there's
those
there's
three-
like two of them.
Tram park, arcade, and a skate park. Is that what it was?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I know there's a couple locations, but I don't know if they're all trampolines or
It's that
I
rip.
don't know.
That's cool.
But
Street skating.
Yeah, we spent
Yeah.
like an hour on the at the park, and then we went over to over to the trampoline section.
Spent like
It's
fucking
like
more time on that.
I was
than
like,
the
I was kind of tired, but I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna go on trampolines anyway.
He had caffeine.
So we
in
had
him.
to like wait. All the little kids are just like bouncing on these trampolines, and they're like sporadic, just going everywhere, all over the place. So you gotta like sneak in there and get in
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
before
make
a
it
little
happen.
kid comes over and starts.
Fucking
Yelling
before
at
you
you.
land on one and fucking break their neck.
You
and-
bounce one out of the park.
And then we did that for a while, and then they went over to like the parkour side. There's like so it's a skate park, trampolines, and then it's like parkour.
One of those sack line things.
And they have like what is it, like the balancing rope, where you could like try to balance across.
They had
and
like a
then they
Ninja
had, like,
Warrior course.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
so that was kind
Like
of
the
cool.
oververt quarter pipe you had to
oh
climb
yeah.
up?
Oh, I was ripping that.
Sick. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys got all tired and fucking sore.
Yeah. Shall we get into the main story?
Yeah, so
Justin's gonna take us there.
We were
So-
going street skating.
So
next.
Jensen's found spots on his phone, right? And we have like spots lined up. All right, including that step up, the V heel, we have spots lined up. It's this like flat rail, and like you can skate over into a bank. It's like that U-Haul spot Elijah was skating, but a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And yeah. So at first I go and get like some like strawberry milk and almond milk. Dude, I had so much almond milk that trip. We think we went through like 3 big containers of almond milk.
What the fuck?
I love milk.
Yeah, the convenience store was like right around the
Yeah.
corner. So
Oh,
we were
nice.
just friggin'
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
That was a little side detail, but
Well, dude, almond milk. Why don't you just get whole milk? Whole milk's way better, right?
I don't know. The bottle said 50% more calcium, and it's vanilla flavored, and it tastes really good.
Alright, fine.
And
It doesn't taste like whole milk though, but it's fine. It's fine.
yeah. So yeah. So we get to the spot. I like ollie it, try back 180. I land it. You know what I mean? And Jensen, I want to go backside flip over it, and Jensen's trying blunt slide. Right?
You back 180 into that?
Yeah.
Sick.
And then I try another one. Just didn't rotate all the way. I don't know what happened, man. And I just boom, and I just smacked my head.
Yeah.
It was not it was not that bad, because I think what happened is, like, since I'm like kind of new to skating without a helmet, and I've kind of realized like what video parts are and like kind of like how I'm moving along. I think since I skated no helmet the whole weekend, I was just used to it. You know what I mean? Because I've obviously been wearing a helmet for like 7 years, so it's
yeah,
like,
you just sink back into your helmet days.
yeah. So I
You're
didn't
tired, and that's when it's gonna
like when
creep
we
in.
go on skate trips. It's like I'm hyper focused on it.
Yeah.
Just because it's like that one session, but since it was the whole trip, I think that's like where I went wrong.
No, that
wrong.
makes sense. That is one of the problems with like relying on a helmet is you don't actually. You're used to hitting your
Yeah.
head still.
Yeah,
You can still get concussions with helmets, you know.
yeah. But
But either way, it happened, and I've definitely hit my head and got staples.
yeah.
So
I hit it, and I've been concussed. I think like 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean?
hold
just,
mic up.
just from like good.
Yeah, just turn towards your mouth.
There we go. Just from like being like a dumbass kid. Like I got concussed on like a rope swing once, and then that one handrail skateboarding. And there's just some other times, just like I've just done dumb shit. and
I
got
think if you're a
concussed.
little boy and you like to be adventurous, you're gonna take some.
it's
slams.
gonna happen.
I took a few for sure.
So and
It's part of life.
whenever it happens, I get deja vu. Like I get like it. I feel like the exact same fall happened before. Like the atoms in my arm went the same way. Like it's super trippy.
Yeah.
I feel like the exact same thing happened, and I'm like watching a rerun on a TV show. And so that's one of my symptoms. And then I black out, or I fucking like don't remember it. But I remembered it, and I was just there. I felt completely fine. But I was like, shit, like I was started getting a little nervous, and Justin was like nervous for me, dude.
You
But
had
then,
a decent amount of blood coming out of your head.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That
That would make him
and then
nervous.
Jensen's still trying his blunt slide, and he's like, fuck, I feel so bad. And I'm like, nah, bro, you're like landing it. Like he's like stuck too. I'm like, dude, you're fine. Like I don't care. I promise you, I'm not concussed. Like land your trick, and then we'll go figure it out.
We'll deal with my bleeding orifice.
He lands his trick. I think he wanted to do like blunt shove or blunt big spin or something out, but he was like, I just want to help you out, bro. And I was like, all right, that's fine. So we go back, and Jensen and Justin are kind of hyping up like stitches or like this butterfly strips or just something. And
Yeah, it kind of happened like
yeah, because we're
within the
cleaning it up, right?
yeah, it was like within the first 5 minutes of like getting to that spot, and
Oh, yeah.
because I filmed the first one, and I was checking out the camera because
Dude, we didn't get it on film,
I got
bro.
too close, but like it was still framed good. But it's just like, I should have backed up a little bit or something.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the whole shot wasn't in the frame. And then I'm checking that out. It was like a second. A second I turn around is like when he tumbles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just hear Jacob's like, oh my gosh.
He's like,
And,
oh shit.
Yeah. And then
That's like scary because you're just like in another state. You're like, if he's hurt, we gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Like,
I tried to like
It's a lot.
reassure them. I was like, I promise I'm not concussed. Like I promise you're fine. Like keep getting your trick, whatever.
yeah.
But we went back. We're cleaning it up. Jensen calls his dad. Shout out James.
James is a G.
Legend.
James
He's like a
is
nurse or
G.
something.
He is a nurse,
And,
registered nurse.
Jensen's showing him. He's like, if like Anders hypothetically hit his head, you think he'll need staples? And he's like, and I just hear, oh yeah, and I'm like, fuck. I thought I could still get out of it. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
He's like, they'll numb you up. You'll be all right. Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Did not numb
he
me up.
didn't bring it up in the car ride because he hit his head. And it's like, oh, it's just an egg. And then I'm looking at it and it's bleeding. I'm like, dude, you're bleeding.
I didn't know I was
And
bleeding.
then yeah, he's like, I'm fine. And then Jacob's still trying to get his trick. Maybe like at least 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes later. Like I understand, like he's just going through the process and trying to figure out how to do it. Because it does kind of have that sketch. You gotta like figure out how to do the trick.
Yeah.
And it's
Also,
going into the bank.
he got fucked up seeing me do that, so that set him back a little bit.
Yeah, that
know
puts
what
you
I
on
mean?
And
edge.
so there's a little bit of urgency, and I'm like, dude, we gotta go get this friggin' taken care
Justin
of.
felt so.
Yeah.
And Jacob's just going through. I'm like, dude, land a fucking trick. We gotta fucking get the fuck out of here. Like I'm just getting like, dude, we gotta get this checked out.
Justin
So-
started stressing for me, bro.
He wanted it to be resolved.
Yeah.
Things take time. Jensen did the right thing
Yeah.
though. He got the clip.
Yeah, yeah.
But after I started like tripping at him, he got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
After I started tripping on, and then in the car on the way back, we're just like trying to figure it out. It's like, oh, we'll go get it cleaned up. Look at the damage, and like we're talking about it in the car. And then like when we get to the Airbnb, Jacob brings up his dad's a nurse. I'm like, okay.
Fucking could have
Yeah.
told us that
Yeah,
5 minutes
he
ago.
mentioned
But
it. I mean, it
helps.
worked, everything worked out fine, but it's just like,
this is where the story gets interesting,
But
though.
that helps to know a nurse.
So-
he should have told you right away, but
I have a lot of this. Justin wasn't not necessarily a part of it, but he went back to the hotel. So you'll see. I gotta tell the story. So we get back to the hotel. There's a building across the street says emergency on it. We're like, all right. We go around. We walk around the whole building. It's like fucking closed. I didn't know urgent cares could be closed.
alright.
I didn't know, but yeah. So we're like, fuck. But the way Pheonix is laid out, it's all blocks, right? So driving takes longer than like birds. Those little bird scooters are like walking almost, just
Yeah.
because there's so many stoplights and it just traffic and it just takes forever. So me and Jensen are like, we'll just take a bird scooter. We'll just backpack. We're trying to figure
You're
it out.
bleeding out of your head, and you're both
I'm bleeding
on one.
all over, dude. I'm bleeding all over the sidewalk. And
Are you
fucking-
guys both on one scooter? You are.
So I'm trying to set it up
So
on my
gay.
phone. I'm
so gay.
I'm trying to set it up on my phone, right? And it's taking a minute, and Justin's like, "Fuck this! I'm getting the fucking car." So he walks back. We figure it out.
I sprint back to the
Yeah.
to the garage. I sprint back to the garage to get the car.
And me and Jensen, I finally download the app, but his fucking phone's dead. His phone was dead, I'd say 60% of that trip.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hey, can you call Justin?" "Oh, my phone's dead." Like the whole trip, I was like, "Dude, like, charge your phone at night."
That's funny because you mentioned that. I did call him. I got back to the car. I tried calling him. It went right to voicemail.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to the spot. I get back to the spot because it's a friggin' medical center. It's like, what the hell? They don't have an emergency room and they close at like 6 o'clock.
That's crazy.
So like we walked around the whole building, and right about that time I sprint back to the car, and then I go back to that spot. I went down like one way by accident, like trying to get back to the friggin'. I'm driving all over the place trying to get
Justin's
back to
in his
He's a little
F1.
panicked.
Justin from
Yeah,
the beginning to the end of the trip, he was an F1 driver.
F1 driver.
But so all right, so I finally get
Get
the app
shit done.
downloaded. 44 cents a minute, and you got to pay for 30 minutes at a time.
Wait, what?
The bird scooters.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, fuck, I just want to pay for one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to pay for one. So me and Jensen trying to ride out at the same time. And we're thinking, like, how do we want to do this? Do we want to do this, like, Titanic style? Or do we want to get it, like, him hold the bars? We're like...
Nuts to butt, or
So we decided, we're like, all right, it's a good idea. You just hold on the handlebars. Dude, this is the funniest fucking thing. He grabs onto the gas, and, dude, we're going... And he's shorter than me, so he can't fucking see. So he's, like, pressed up against my back, and we're just going. And, like, it's, like, getting wind. Those things are, like, 15, 20 miles an hour. So it's getting windy, and he's like... And I'm like, stop. Because I'm like dragging at this point. My feet are on the ground and I'm like stuck. I'm like, stop. And we're almost like hitting shit. And dude, it did not work. I wish we had that shit on video, but did not work. And so we're like, all right, we got to rent too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You
So-
probably should have just got the car and went, or
So
That's
we're riding them, right? We're probably 10 minutes in, and we just see Justin. We just hear, "Get in!" And we're like, "Are we being kidnapped?" Like what? And we just see him, and he's like, "Get in the fucking car! You're bleeding on the sidewalk! Like, fucking get in!" And I'm like, "The scooters are stupid gay scooters. You can't." On the app, there's these like pee spots in those like shaded areas. You gotta leave them in. There's not one within like 10 minutes.
you already paid, right?
And so he's like, and I'm trying to tell him that, and I'm like, yo, like, I can't, like, I gotta leave the scooter. It's gonna keep charging me. And he's like, we'll deal with it later. And I'm like, all right. I just dump it there. And then we go and get Staples. And then, dude.
Yeah, you guys were booking on a scooter. So I caught up to him in the car, and I could just see him flying down the street, dude. They were like at least 3 or 4 blocks. And I'm just going through a friggin' stop sign.
They
trying to
needed
catch up to him, dude.
they needed a
And when
fucking
I-
adult right there.
When I caught up to him, yeah, I rolled down the window. I'm like, get in the fucking car. I'll pay for the fucking scooters. We gotta go.
Because I'm
You know,
fucking
and then-
bleeding during
yeah,
all this, right?
Yeah,
bleeding.
nothing worse idea is like after a head injury in your head and have it split open. You're like, let's go ride a scooter. Never do that.
Nope. And so,
You got him in the car. Nice.
Yeah.
so the time, all right, so there's a time difference, right? It's probably like 7 or 8 there, but it's like 11 midnight at here.
You're delusional.
And we get there, and they're like, you need parent consent. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm just thinking, I'm like brainstorming, like, all right, how do I want to do this? So I like act like I'm calling my dad.
Like, how can you pull it off?
So I'll go to the text messages. So I text, hold on.
Wow, you finessed it?
So in all caps, I text Justin. In all caps, changing your contact name to dad, give consent when I call, go with it. My parents are asleep. He just says, okay. So I call him,
Yeah, it was Jensen. Yeah.
and then they're
Jensen.
like, hey, I'm with like Pheonix, like regional hospital, whatever. And then he's like, hello. And he tries to do a dad voice, and I'm just like,
He's just done his voice.
and she's just looking at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like a nervous take. Like I'm just like nervous. She's like, oh, it's fine. They're like, all right, what's your name? Just fucking hangs up because he doesn't know my dad's name, and I text him just like fucking Mark, and I
Oh,
call him
dude.
back, and he's like Mark, and dude, he remembered my date of birth from fucking KTR. So
Wow.
he just says it, and he like does it. She's like, all right, good, whatever, and we got it good.
That's
and, like,
amazing. You pulled that off.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
the dude's getting ready, and I'm like, all right, can I film this for the vlog? I'll try and put like, hold on, I'll try and play. Can I play it in the mic like a certain?
Yeah. Is it
So-
audio? This is from there?
Or wait, hold on, I think my Bluetooth might be on.
Is it the nurse? You got the flight attendant hanging out with you.
Can you hear it?
Nah, there's nothing playing.
Hold on.
Dude, Dumb and Dumber on a fucking scooter with a head wound.
All right, yeah. So
Don't show me that, bro.
he shows me a staple gun.
Fuck, bro, this sucks.
We got one there.
Fuck.
We have one right here. 1, 2, and 3. And then
That sucks so bad.
And then, dude, I start hurting, bro. Like you'll see it, people listening. You'll see it on the podcast. But I'm hurting at this point. I'm just like I'm like shaking. I'm like in fucking pain.
How many staples did you get?
3, but one fucking fell out.
that's it.
And then he's like, I promise the shot would have hurt more because he gave me the option to get numbing shot or not. He's like, it's only 3 and it'll hurt more. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, the shot would hurt more?
Yeah, then
Yeah.
the 3 staples. Biggest fucking bullshit I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Yeah.
Biggest bullshit. Dude, it felt like my whole skin was just being like stretched into that one spot
Yeah.
on my head. And like, dude, I was like overtired just because we were skating every day, and I'm like shaking, and I'm like, scooters are out of my like thought process right
Yeah.
now. I'm on fucking like, let me just get through this day. And I'm like, fuck, I just want ice cream. Like, fuck this. Like, so
Yeah.
we go get gelato, Italian food. We get some margarita pizza. I house that whole pizza, right?
That'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
It's
We get some gelato, chill people. That was a great spot. And then we we're driving back, and I'm thinking, I'm like, Fuck the scooters.
Oh no, just ticking.
We drive like 10 minutes to the scooters, like out of the way, and then they're there, and we're like, they're still going, like you can still drive them, and we're like, oh fuck, dude, I don't want to look at that bill. And you know how I said that you buy them in 30-minute sessions.
Mm-hmm.
It had just started another one, so we had 30 minutes. So we're like, Justin, you can go back, man. Me and Jensen will fucking rip around Pheonix in these.
Nice. It's on Justin.
So we were ripping around, just having fun. We went like probably 40 minutes in a car out, just all around Pheonix, having fun.
But did you get away from the city at all or no?
Yeah.
Sick.
We were in a little, like, yeah.
It's dark out?
Yeah.
Sick.
And we're just all over the place, and we're just booking it. Like Justin was saying, we're just booking it like bling, bling on the freaking little bells, and we're booking it. And then we go to the top of the garage. We head back because there's like 10 minutes left, and we head back, and we go up all the, like, loops going up the parking garage.
Yeah.
And we're taking some pictures on the top, and dude, we race down, and we're like drifting on the corners, and then we just see Justin just walking back to the hotel, and we're like, Justin! It was like seeing like a rare Pokemon, bro, because it just connected. We were like, oh my god, he's here. And,
He's seen you two on fucking scooters. That's just weird.
and then after that, yeah, we just fucking called it. And we just went in the pool, and we were just like,
what was the bill on the scooters?
$110
Was it? Damn.
to ride fucking scooters, bro.
Wow.
Dude, the monthly membership is like $30 a month to ride them infinitely.
Yeah.
And they charged me. It would have been cheaper to pay for them for a month, bro.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, fuck, dude. I was like,
That's what you know is worth it in the end.
it was so fun.
You got the story.
In the end, bro, it was so funny.
You got a joyride on them.
Yeah.
Those things
I
are so
wasn't-
dangerous.
I wasn't mad. And it was tax return Tuesday this week. So I
Beautiful.
wasn't mad.
You're doing good. Sick, man. Well, I'm glad you
But-
survived. How was everyone made it back home? Obviously pretty good.
Yeah.
After that, just kind of
Dude,
wrapping it up. Or?
I kept trying to sleep on the plane, like the little fold down trays they have, and I kept trying to sleep on it, but I kept hitting my fucking head and my staples on like the seat
yeah.
above because it folds out. Dude, and I kept like sleeping, and then we'd get turbulence, and I'd fucking hit my head, and I'd be like,
And it hurts every time.
Yeah.
I have had I had like you only had 3. I think I had like 5 at one point.
oh my god.
The crown, I have like 3 different spots where
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, it sounds like a good trip overall.
So fun, dude.
Sound like you
I'm
guys had a
so
blast.
thankful. I'm so thankful that, because at first we were kind of considering it. So thankful we made it work. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? For you chipping in, you chipping in, like we all made it work.
Yeah,
It was-
everyone chipped in and made it
awesome, dude.
happen, dude. So,
It was definitely awesome.
yeah, dude. Travel home was good. Everything's
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah, it ended like perfect because at that point, I was just like getting ready to come back. I was just like in that mode, so it's just like get the Airbnb straightened out, clean it up, clean up the rental car, get your luggage together, you know, make sure I have everything packed. But that time it was like 12 o'clock, so we had to get up like at 4. We had to get up at 4 and like figure out a way to get around the airport. And like that timed out perfectly as well too, because we got right to the gate, like right when they were boarding.
That's awesome.
So like,
I love when that happens.
yeah.
That's clutch.
So it wasn't really like any waiting or anything. So I'm like, oh, you know, you get to the airport at least 2 hours. At least 2 hours, they said, to get to the airport. So you're just like ready for everything. But
It was funny too. Jensen was talking to this like family who had just gotten back from their trip. Dude, it's so funny. Jensen can talk to anyone for like ever, and so
Yeah.
he's talking to this like little kid about monster trucks for like, cause it was like this little 4-year-old in this family, and he's playing monster trucks, and Jensen like gets on the ground, and he starts playing monster trucks with him, and we're all like ripping. It's funny, but
He's still a little kid.
yeah,
He's 21 though, right?
Jensen,
Yeah,
he's like 22.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, full adult. You went last night to the concert thing at the Edge. How was that?
It was good. I went with one of my homies from school, so I kind of just expected, because he doesn't like skate or ride or anything, so we just kind of expected just to hang out and have fun, like sing some songs, tell some stories, but there's not a lot of people there.
Was there an audience? Just like a couple people.
Not really,
It's the
no.
first time they ever done it.
I think
so-
if they advertised it better, if they like put it out like a couple months before or something.
Yeah, what they gotta do is they gotta book a few people that will draw a crowd.
I sang some Biz Marquis though.
Yeah?
That's funny. Yeah.
I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do stand up. But then I was like, we're at a skate park. If there's little kids around, I don't want to.
There
do
was some little
stand-up.
scooter kids. I was thinking about
Yeah.
telling some jokes, but like
Yeah, it'd be sick if they did like an adult like joke like after hours kind of
yeah.
like with adults.
You got
only.
any one-liners you want to reveal, or are you still saving them?
I have a few jokes I've been kicking around. I should write them out just to structure them a little better.
I got a notes tab on my phone for some good ones.
I just
some
have
dad
jokes from over the years that I've like talked about and stuff. I probably already told them all on the podcast, but I was like, how would you deliver them on stage, or if you had an open mic, like you got to kind of in limited time,
Yeah.
So, but sick boys. Sounds like the trip was rad. Spring's coming right around the corner. It's back to street skating.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Newport vlog, Newport, Rhode Island vlog. We stopped at Omen. I'm working on that now. I think
park's
that's
fun.
Wednesday. We're gonna go to Newport skate. We went to Newport skate park, so I dropped that edit. I got some footage after that with Elijah too. Another
yeah.
day, which has been rad.
Where are we thinking next? Next trip, probably street. This weekend's pretty shit.
I say right now we just focus on getting back out into the streets because the
Hell yeah.
weather's gonna start getting nice, and then we gotta work our way to New York. Boston, New York, Connecticut
Hell yeah.
trips, like start to expand out that way a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we can figure it out from there. We really should save the like trips out west to like or the warmer places like when it gets colder, so that we can get away, But there's a lot to be done in this area, So
Absolutely.
sweet. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Of course.
So to do
Of
the
course.
podcast, first time on the show.
Hell yeah.
Justin, how you doing? It wasn't
I'm
so
good.
bad.
Yeah.
Justin was like, I don't know. He's not like the biggest talker, if but you did great. You did
Hell
great.
Thank you.
And Anders, fucking dry humping people out there. All right.
Highlight of the trip, bro. It's just that one moment.
Hell yeah. All right. Later, guys. Peace.
Later.
Choo choo choo.